All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Yu Yu Hakusho, episode 62. Yusuke versus Toguro. But apparently Toguro doesn't think that he's worth 100%.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you are not strong enough.
Yep, he landed a spirit gun and it was fantastic. It was awesome.
Send him out of the arena.
Yep, the devastation was ridiculous. And yet apparently Toguro was not impressed.
Yeah. And if Toguro's not impressed at 80%, boy.
Yeah. This could be an issue.
This will be indeed an issue.
Uh-huh.
However, the idea that Toguro is already intentionally dragging out the fight shows a weakness on his part.
That is true.
It's something that I would say is typically a respect thing, but given what we know about the unique relationship between him and Genkai, and then the fact that Yusuke had also a different but also albeit very unique relationship with Genkai, there could be some ways here in which
that could be leveraged.
Yeah, Toguro shows a chink in his armor. You know?
Yep.
Yeah. So
right.
Okay, yeah.
Here we are.
Without further ado, let's get into this.
Yeah. No episode title for this one. Yeah.
I see 100% there, though.
That's true.
Can't hide that.
If you had passed my test, I was ready to go full power for you.
Oh my god.
But there is absolutely no need for you to worry about that now. My total power would be wasted on you.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
The Terminators here.
What is Yusuke gonna pull out of his ass here? Like,
It ain't that much mightier than our boy.
Yeah.
What's that say about us nongs who lost a bout with Urameshi earlier on?
Basic guys.
Insects.
You're just a bunch of lame wad losers.
Nice one, Renku. And you lost to Kurama, and Kurama lost to a dead guy. How's that for being
Yes, the sass
Love
talk.
it.
Oh my god.
A big plan? You know that for a fact?
No, but he could have one.
If you don't have anything smart to say, zip it.
I love how she's still letting him give commentary though.
Abusive relationships.
Wait, always?
Well,
always?
Koenma is a good example, you know.
Yeah, but
Guess play period's over.
is it history
Oh,
before
well,
Koenma then?
What?
Wait, did he have a limiter on?
Well, for some inexplicable
Wait a
reason,
minute.
Yusuke has ripped off his left wristband to reveal it's a glowing gold bracelet.
What?
And
Hold
they
on.
say It takes a pretty tough man to wear jewelry in public, especially at a martial arts tournament.
Wow.
Botan, do you have any idea what that is?
Strengthen that bubble.
He's bringing back some of the items from the very first arc.
Holy shit. What is going on?
Okay.
I should have expected spirit cups from Genkai.
What?
Wait, did he have those on the entire tournament?
Oh my god.
I gotta say, that's a pretty
Wait.
sissy fashion statement.
What?
For Urameshi, man. Why would he fight Toguro using such a handicap? I hardly understand.
Oh my god.
It's because he is a cocky fool.
Yep.
Holy
he must have
shit.
inherited it from Genkai, the spirit cuffs, that is.
Yes, not the cockiness.
Please
Yes.
tell me, what the heck is going on?
Oh my god.
The music's ramping up. That's what
Okay.
it is. What the hell?
I don't know what you're trying to pull, but I'm not into this kinky stuff, and you're way too old.
In your dreams, you big baby. I'm doing this for your own damn good. These are spirit cuffs and they'll save your life. Once again, you can thank me later.
Gee, why wait? Thanks for being a cruel, heartless, domineering old bitch.
Physical strength tops out at only so much, but your spirit power can reach limitless heights with proper training.
Okay.
Not this speech
All right.
again.
All right. Yeah.
You
Let's
must
go.
jointly use the energy of the spirit and the body, with each feeding the other, to overcome this obstacle and move your little rear.
All right, already. You had me at shut up.
Okay. Resistance training. Let's go.
Okay, I passed the test with flying colors. Now
No.
get this crap off.
Hold
You
this.
will
Yeah.
keep that crap on you at all times.
Now fight like that.
That means you are to remain at full spirit power and full physical strength 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you want so much as to take a step or even pick your nose.
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah!
Holy shit!
Hell yeah! Holy god! What even is that?
Okay.
Like a white phoenix? A blue phoenix?
Yeah,
What?
but I love it. Might want to go up to 100% Toguro.
That's a mythic Pokemon right there.
Yeah.
Genkai truly came through for us this time. This match is Yusuke's for the taking.
Really, you think?
We'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, as
Well-
long as Toguro doesn't ditch any chains of his own.
Yeah, yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
you ready?
Are you really so arrogant, Urameshi, that you thought you could actually beat me while wearing those spirit cuffs?
Well, yeah, sorta. In hindsight, I may have been a bit cocky.
You've wasted enough of my time.
He's
by
pissed now.
underestimating me. Fortunately, this will be the last time you ever make that mistake.
Oh, he's actually... He's not going to go up to 100% before
Not
fighting
yet.
him? Okay,
Not
yeah.
yet. Oh, the
All
Tip
right.
Crash!
Right for the face! I
Yeah.
am Tiger, let's go!
Oh my god! Off his feet.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Toguro's knocked down.
He's gotta be feeling that one!
Unconscious? Oh my god! Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
You should have gone to 100% earlier.
There it is.
I've never seen Yusuke fight so intensely before.
He's going to kill him. He
Uh-huh.
goes like this.
Yeah. He's not even conscious.
But why? Don't stop now!
Just when we were starting
He
to
saw
finish some
something.
hardcore pummeling, Yusuke got
Oh,
smooth
was it
and
the
backed
dark,
off
like,
it was
purple stuff in the eyes?
Yeah. Nope, his body did respawn.
Damn look in his eyes. Like he was still the one in control.
Oh, shit. Okay, that has to be a gif.
Whoa, he's thinner.
He's so much smaller.
I am afraid that a ferocious wolf is laying in wait underneath that placid sheep's facade.
It's written on his face.
Yep. He wants to kill. He wants to feed. He's prepping for 100. Here it is. Here it is. Oh my god. Alright, let's cut to the intermission. Cut to the intermission. Yep.
Mid credits.
Here we go. Ugh.
Yeah.
Storm clouds. Oh,
But what's like
shit.
the mechanical explanation for this?
Maybe he used a lot of his spirit energy to take the hits.
Or maybe like his 100% form is actually like visually a
Done
regression.
as I've asked.
Sure. No, here we go. Here we go.
God.
Here we go.
Because we got to see him go from nothing to, 100%, right? Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh god, this is gonna be gross, isn't it?
Oh my god.
I've waited a long time for this moment.
My
Now destiny has rewarded my patience.
Oh,
Oh,
god.
the sounds.
Oh god.
Oh.
He's actually just gonna be monstrous.
Oh.
Holy
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Toguro's coming.
Yeah!
Stares directly at it no matter how.
Let's go, Koto!
Alright.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh no, I hope whose barrier can hold.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, they jump out of the way.
Jeez.
What a way to showcase the build up to 100%. It's like everything up till now for Toguro has been so straightforward, you know? Oh god! Oh god!
Oh!
Oh!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck?
What the hell?
Not looking forward to this.
I can't even see myself think.
See myself think.
Yeah, that's what we have to deal with. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yep.
He's not done. He's still getting bigger. Oh my god. Oh! Oh!
Oh, he looks kind of sad,
Shit.
actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, look how almost it makes him look old.
Oh! Oh! Oh no!
Finish him off!
Yeah, he's still growing.
It's holding me back, though.
It's sadness.
I just need to
damn.
know what he's got.
Whoa. Okay. All right. I don't know why. I feel sad for the guy
Yeah.
almost at this point.
Are we certain he doesn't get stronger?
This is a good question.
Oh! Oh!
Oh shit.
That was a kindness! Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Missed something.
It looks like Hirameshi had a couple too
Flick the
many.
pebble.
Unlike your spirit gun, I have an infinite supply.
That's just air pressure. Oh!
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's...
guess so.
That's...
Man, this is rough. I hope he gets bored soon.
Yeah, they end up getting deflected off, yeah. Yeah, now he's using it. That's smart, Yusuke. Now he lost sight of you, you can move. I love it, I love it. Yep. Use everything. Oh! Oh!
Holy shit.
This is gonna hurt.
I guess 20% when you're that strong is.
Oh!
Oh god.
Oh, there goes the arm!
I have more power in my thumb than you have in your entire body.
We'll see. I've got a strong finger myself.
Yeah!
Hit me with everything that you have. You have no idea which shot will be your last.
Wait, what?
He's catching it. Well, we're
Holy
fucked. Yeah,
fuck.
we're fucked.
Yusuke.
Yeah, nice knowing you.
Whoa, not a dent on him.
He is a true
Holy
monster.
shit.
Monster is putting it lightly.
Yeah.
I consider myself a good judge of humankind. Having formerly been one, I can say there's something missing in your eyes.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
And that something is fear. It used to be one of your strengths. Without fear, you'll never grow stronger as a fighter. I know I've told you that before.
Oh, he's able to remain conscious enough to redirect his momentum. Nope, never mind.
Oh. Oh.
How?
Okay.
How
so,
do we get out of this?
Toguro's full power is even more
Well,
astounding
shit.
than anyone had imagined.
Yeah.
Even without his
Okay.
spirit cuffs restricting his abilities, Yusuke's attacks have no impact on his opponent, with the end drawing closer.
Here comes
Does
the
he
fear.
have
Yeah.
any hope of stepping out from Toguro's shadow?
Holy shit. What? What is he even supposed to do? Like, at this point, he has to do, like, the shonen protagonist dig deep and come up with a new power, because Spirit Gun did jack shit!
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
things got real simple again.
they did. Quite
but-
simple.
But yeah, Yusuke had some limiters on. Cool. I
Awesome.
am upset that I didn't notice the change in his character design
Yep.
by having those on his wrist there. I
Uh-huh.
want to go back and see how long throughout the tournament he had them.
Right.
Because I'm guessing they were on there only for the point in which he left to go train with Genkai.
Right.
Not since the beginning of the actual tournament.
Yep.
But hey, that's
All right.
really cool. That's a nice little detail. But also, it's a way in which we can have something that makes sense to show that what Genkai saw in Yusuke was something that could beat Toguro.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
is it something that can beat Toguro at 100%?
Because that's something that she never saw either, right? Which is pretty crazy.
Wait,
Or-
didn't he fight only against Genkai at 100%?
I thought he told someone that he had never shown anyone past 80, but
I mean, we'll have to go back and double check that stuff.
But okay.
The idea that, okay, what 100% means is not just a flat, 20% increase. It's a number that goes beyond the threshold of what Yusuke is capable of dealing with, even at the most with basic attacks.
Right.
Now, Yusuke is obviously now speedy, strong, and what have you, and his spirit guns are going to hit really hard.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is that we're not in a hard magic system. We're in a very, very, very,
soft magic
just
system of
pliable, but not liquid, obviously. We have some rules here, but Yusuke has to deal with the fact that he's just ultimately outclassed here.
Yep.
The idea that we have the classic, I have more power in my pinky than you have, but instead it's his thumb clicking and making this kind of motion here is enough air pressure power to make him seriously get hurt.
Yep.
That's
was
insane. It's insane.
It's one of those things where in the build up, right? I was kind of wondering okay, how are you going to make Toguro at 100% more interesting than Toguro at 80%? Because, we've seen Toguro at 80%. He is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
But if that's just another 20%, on top of that, right? Then, it's that
it shouldn't be that big of an increase.
It shouldn't be that big of an increase, right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, apparently it is. Apparently it is. And the kind of the way I've rationalized it in my head is that we're dealing with something where because they're already so ridiculously strong, just being 2% stronger than the other person or 5% stronger means that you're overwhelmingly stronger than they are, right? It's you can pin him to the ground, no issue, right? Yeah. So, even with Yusuke doing his limiters, right, and he gets to the point where, 80% Toguro, he can handle that just fine. Oh no, suddenly, Toguro goes up to 100% and Yusuke is at his mercy.
Yeah,
right?
It's the idea of when you get into the super crazy athletes at the sporting conventions and what have you. If someone is 2 to 10% stronger or faster than another person, it makes the other person look
like a chump
by comparison. Yeah. And that's incredible here because we're dealing with anime, superpowers here. But specifically in the idea of spirit energy versus just raw power that changed his body to be able to put out this kind of energy or put out this kind of power. Yusuke is fighting with a mana resource. Toguro's not.
Right. Yeah.
Toguro is basically no. I can do this an unlimited number of times. How many times can you shoot your spirit gun?
Yeah, he's only got, I think, 3 shots left. So
yeah, we don't know with the limiters off though what that might have changed.
That's true. That is true.
But yes, he did fire the spirit gun again.
Right, and it did nothing.
And it did nothing.
And the problem is that you don't just need to wound Toguro. Toguro also has regeneration. Yeah. So
you're both near Meshi.
You might want to tell your friends to stop watching because I get the feeling this is going to get grody. Yeah.
So, okay. This episode was funny as hell, though.
It was.
This episode was really funny.
Yep.
The idea of Koto suddenly having the shades on.
God,
I needed
wonderful.
to hear the
the episode almost could have just had them slowly drop onto her face.
Yeah.
Yep. But even Blue Ogre giving all the commentary, it's oh yes, Urameshi definitely has a plan.
Some kind of secret plan, right?
Right.
That's
exactly.
how these fights go. That's how these fights go.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, he did, but it isn't enough, right? You can, because this is Toguro, right? You can go into it with being hell yeah, I have my limiters on. It's going to be great. I'm going to go full, Rock Lee, but this from way before Rock Lee, right?
Aww.
And be it's going to be fantastic. But no, it's nothing. It's peanuts.
It's nothing,
No.
Yeah.
You're a fly that he's going to swat.
Now, okay. The fight was actually really straightforward in that we had 2 reverse cards played, but I feel sad for Toguro.
Me too.
What's really weird about this is that his form doesn't inspire anything positive, I would say.
Right. And
it was what Hiei said was, I have trouble seeing how this body was once human.
Right.
And what I see, what's sad there is that Toguro loved Genkai at a point. Genkai made the point that, no, you basically abandoned who you were somewhere along the way to your pursuit of power. This is a literal physical representation of that.
Yep.
And it's something that he wasn't willing to show potentially anyone but Genkai, but now he wanted to show Yusuke. Now, I could see this in a few ways here. One, Toguro is a fun, dark take on basically what would happen if a shonen protagonist got so strong that basically they pushed literally everyone away.
Yeah, when he was thinner, before he did his like full 100% transformation, which by the way was just a very chilling and like disturbing like why did he go down to that size before
that actually
going
might
into
have been
his
the key to defeating him. Who knows? That
might have been right.
Yeah.
But he resembled Yusuke.
Eerily so.
Yeah, eerily so. Like maybe like, you know, a lot older, right?
A lot older.
Some wear and tear, right? But theoretically,
this could be you.
This could be you.
Yeah, I got that vibe as well. The we're not so different, you and I kind of thing. And Toguro has kind of given off that air of sorts before. But the idea that this person who is Genkai's partner in many ways, finally gets to see the results of Genkai's training. He gets really excited about the fact that, yes, this is obviously something that, you know, Genkai would think up here. It's also cocky as hell, Urameshi.
Right, you tried to beat me.
I could have just killed you.
Right.
And you wouldn't have had the, you know, chance to show off this, like, cool little transformation here.
Right.
What are you trying to be a Dragon Ball Z character? What are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah.
I loved that little mocking meta commentary. That was really fun.
That felt very Togashi.
Very Togashi, yeah.
Yep.
But also the idea that Toguro, what are you doing? You're not killing him.
Right.
You could do that multiple times from Sunday, basically here.
Yep.
But for some reason, you're going easy on him.
Yeah.
What do you really want out of this?
There's lots of wonderful contradictions with Toguro because, like, even just his form, right? Okay, yeah, form doesn't look, you know, it's hard to believe that could have once been human, right?
Yeah, it looks like a more demon thing of his his 80% form, you know.
And yet, what was one of the things that almost seemed odd that he would critique Genkai for?
Yeah,
you got old and ugly.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure there's also the old and weak part about that too, right? True. And that I feel like, you know, is more like it's easy to see the connection for Toguro because he obsesses over strength, right?
Yeah, and he can at any point transform back to his, you know, basic non-enhanced form, and he looks like a young stud still.
Yep.
Like he's a 32-year-old, you know, perfect body, you know, athlete, you know.
But dude, one of the things that you harped on a lot was that she was ugly.
Yep.
I find it hard to believe that you would look at this. Who knows? Maybe the reason he never shows anyone his 100% form.
He's ashamed of it.
Is because he's like, you know what? Yep. Yes, I'm really strong, but...
Damn, it reminds me of what I've lost, yeah. Not just in terms of your humanity or what have you, but potentially also Genkai.
Yeah. Like, because I'm sure there comes a point.
Yeah.
Kind of almost like with money. Where it's like you have enough, you don't need any more, right?
Yeah, what are you doing?
And while there might be some fun that you get out of the pursuit of it, much like Sakyo, right? Where it's who cares about the money? It's about the thrill of, you know, of chasing it, right?
Right.
I get that, right?
But there's such a thing as excess.
Right, and because you're you're never using it. You're literally never using it. This is the first time you've actually used this.
What's the point then?
What's the point?
Yeah.
You were already the strongest, right? Like you would be able to paste just about anybody you wanted to.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, there's obviously going to be characters that'll at some point be stronger than Toguro because this is a shonen.
And especially if Sakyo does his, like, demon portal thing.
Yeah, there's going to be demons that will be way stronger than him because ultimately demons are probably more capable in terms of their upwards potential. Yeah.
Sure. But at the same time, I find it hard to believe that before all of that, before Genkai passed on her power and things like that, because he totally could have beaten Genkai at 80%, even if she did have all her power, right? Well,
yeah.
You know, why?
Why?
Is it really worth it?
Yeah.
You know?
It's sad. I really think it's just sad. It feels like a guy who went all out in wanting to be the best at his sport, basically. And then he pumped himself with all the drugs, all the performance enhancers, all the things that he could, just to basically show to someone that he was the best, because on some level he believed that being the best at this thing meant that they would look at him in even a better way. And it's like, no, Oh,
right.
Man, I mean, I have no idea of really like the complexities that would come about from having a, what do we call this? Actually, Genkai and him were probably the ultimate power couple. Pun intended.
Totally, yeah.
They were the power couple who were getting stronger together. And
yep, taking over the world or whatever. Yeah.
And maybe he just wanted really the immortality side of things there.
Sure.
So that it would be them together forever.
Right. And from one standpoint, that's kind of romantic, right? You know, it's that, you know, we can just be together forever. It'll be great, right? You know.
But maybe that's not really what he wanted, because
right, exactly. That might have been, you know, possibly what he
thought he wanted,
right? What he sort of told himself or whatever, right? Now maybe he was a lot more open up and upfront about it. He is a rather direct kind of guy, but
I actually think that's actually part of the faux twist of Toguro, is that he's not actually that direct of a guy.
Right. The reason he's fighting Yusuke like this and going easy on him is to try and maybe make it so that him having this strength does have meaning, right? Because if he never actually got to use it, if he, you know, went, now granted he's immortal, right? But
sure.
let's say he went for centuries, right?
Yeah.
And there's just nobody that ends up challenging him. That sounds like a pretty depressing lifestyle, right?
It sounds really depressing, yeah. And maybe that's why he maybe even found out a little bit of the details of Sakyo's plan, and he's like, oh, so you're telling me that you'll bring potentially a bunch of strong enemies for me to fight in the future that could give my strength meaning, so that I don't basically waste away in terms of nothing.
Yeah.
And remember y'all, he's been hanging on to that brother all this time.
Yeah.
That brother is not a great person.
No.
So I think there's multiple levels to Toguro's actual despair over the idea that he's facing immortality and potentially has nothing to look forward to.
Right. And now I wanna go back to the beginning of what we got with Toguro. Now, to be fair, right? Weekly serial, right? So I'm sure a lot of the finer nuances for Toguro were things that Togashi like fleshed out as
along
he
the
went,
way,
right?
Yep.
You know,
totally.
But where we started out, Toguro was basically someone's bitch.
Yep.
Right? And that was his life. That's what he had. And you know, he dealt with that for what, like 50 years more or less, like because you know, previous dark tournament, whatever, you know, and he won, and Genkai and him split and everything, right?
Yep.
We don't have any information to suppose that he did anything other than just be a hired mercenary.
Sure.
For that period of time.
What?
Right?
Do you think he's going to train anymore?
Yeah, he's not
going
to. Right, exactly. He's reached the top and had to stop, and you know, maybe it's bothering him, right?
Yep.
Like what is he going to do other than, I guess, pretend that he's not actually that strong and just sort of go around and do things like as if the whole dark tournament hadn't happened. Like maybe I'm reading into it too much, and you know, and since I'm sure Togashi was like, you know, coming up with stuff as he went, right? That it's not like that necessarily has a bunch of meaning now, right? Like with Toguro's inner psyche and everything, but that does feel like one of those things of like, hey, maybe take a look at this best life you're living. You know, how great is it, really? You know, but
hey, I mean, at the very least, Yusuke getting to finally face something that is so much bigger than he could ever be, potentially, and also having this come after the point where he lost someone really close to him and overcame the concrete thick wall she put in front of him. I have to get like excited about the idea of Yusuke finding some kind of inner like spirit strength or what have you that's not necessarily a literal power, but all right, I'll just keep on getting up, you know, blood just covering the side of his face, lifting up the one finger and being like, man, if you think I'm gonna stop, you don't know what me and Genkai went through together.
Right.
And it's like, I'm sorry that you didn't get to go through that as well.
Right.
But yeah.
And what's next, Toguro? Like, let's say you beat Yusuke, right? Let's say it's the kick-ass fight, best you've ever had, and you're like, hell yeah.
Sakyo gets enough money then to go and do his...
Sure. Yeah, and that's probably the best outcome I can see from this for Toguro, is that as a result of all of this happening, He gets his great fight at 100% after 50 years of never using it.
And then maybe a bunch of chaos happens that makes him feel like he could be something.
Right, like stronger demons basically end up coming through the portal, and then he's able to fight them. Right?
You know what's funny?
Sure.
Is that Toguro would get so popular from being a 2-time Dark Tournament winner, probably, that, and also defeating, like, the world's protector, you know? Like, the spirit detective.
Even if that was a title that maybe Koenma made up on
yes,
the spot,
of course. But the idea then would be almost you'd need a Toguro to be your hero in that case to protect the world from demons.
Sure.
And then
I mean, wait, like, did you just take Yusuke's job? Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you were so jealous or what have you that you now set up a situation where you could then end up being the main character. You know?
And the thing is that Toguro absolutely does not need to have any of those inner conflicts, right? He doesn't have to.
He does not have to.
We have plenty of motivation thus
and he
far.
has had plenty of inner conflict with just Genkai.
With just Genkai, that is
2 characters.
That is plenty, right? But it's there if Togashi wanted to use it.
Yeah.
Given how Togashi loves to throw little curveballs in there,
flip things on their
flip
head,
things around, not play it straight, right?
Especially when things are so one-sided right now in the
fight. Now, granted, him if he plays this fight straight, like stereotypical, all right, now we've got super strong people and it's just about who's stronger. That is his own twist within his story because he can go back to the conventional and and it's new, right?
Yeah. I think the other slight thing, and this is something that I feel like is more of a classic, I would say, setup to do visual storytelling here, is that Yusuke is getting a potential literal visual experience of what the upcoming arc fights are going to be like.
Yeah,
is
that's
that he'll
true.
be fighting demons, and in essence, Toguro has now become the demon.
Right.
So, I mean,
right. Like Toguro was not able to pass through any portals before, right? So if there's a portal, then things like Toguro could potentially come over.
Right. Yeah. And then it means if you want to be ready to protect the world, you need to beat this so that you can face those. And that all being said, this is a story where Yusuke is the main character, so obviously he's going to survive this. But it's the question of how is he going to survive this? Will Toguro survive this?
Because I could see.
I know.
I could see him surviving, man.
Oh,
like him just basically like, I don't know, visiting Genkai's grave or something, and he's just like, I don't know. What was it all for, right? Like him, because I don't want to see Toguro defeated strength-wise. I want to see him defeated up here. I do want to see
both, man.
No, I want to see both, right? But
I want to see both.
But the one that I'm probably most excited for,
yes,
even if the strength thing ends up happening, is what the strength defeat will do to him up here, right? Because then his world of binaries and black and white suddenly, maybe he has to rethink things.
I will put it at like 80% odds that Toguro dies. Actually dies.
Sure.
I'll put it at like 100% chance he's going to get some kind of mental battle that he'll lose. Probably about like an 80% chance, basically, that he'll lose the physical battle because that would lead to him dying. Right. But I also feel like there's this other side of things here that we haven't considered, which is that the conversations that could happen in this fight.
Right. And that's what I'm most excited for.
Right. Could lead to things where we actually understand a little bit more, not just about Toguro, but about Yusuke. And this is something that's rather kind of meta here. But the idea is that if our main character just had what I would call their power ceiling reached, because their trainer basically said, I will bring you up to my level.
Yeah.
Yusuke doesn't have anywhere to grow power-wise from here, which literally doesn't work typically for a shonen. You need to have that next stage,
especially given that
Toguro
right now is way stronger than him.
Yes, and I would say that Toguro is going to teach him something.
Okay,
Toguro is going to teach him literally in a non-direct intended way, but he's going to literally teach him how to beat him.
Sure,
and that will involve some level of another form. Of like another level of using spirit energy or even in some ways maybe even tapping into the same thing that Toguro's tapping into. But like we need that next stage of things here to be the bouncing point for Yusuke to then go into the next arc with a very clear track of how he can then continually get stronger and be ready for the obviously greater than Toguro threats.
Well, yeah, one of the things that that hasn't really been, it's sort of been glossed over a bit, is the idea that, okay, the committee would grant a wish.
Sure.
But Toguro pasted them with like his fingers, right?
Yeah.
They didn't really seem like wish-granting creatures, right? Will there be a wish to the victor of this tournament, right?
Yeah, will something else be brought about so that the wish is not based around who the committee is? The committee are just the summoners. The committee are just
the people that contact the demon or whatever.
The gate beyond,
exactly.
Or what have you.
That then bestows the boon of whatever.
Right.
Know, yeah. And if that's the case, then that's another power ceiling beyond Toguro, even if it's not necessarily like a fighting power ceiling.
Sure.
But potentially like a cosmic power ceiling or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
The build-up for his actual 100% was
perfect.
Was perfect. Like, because again, we saw him at 80, right? And that was awesome. But this was terrifying.
Yeah, and
the bits of his arm,
the bits of the muscle like popping off, the sound. Yeah, this is an older anime, and yet I got just as hyped for this fight, like little like back and forths as I would for something that is like extremely
like modern
well
visuals and all that stuff. Like
Yeah. Because this was just.
It was wonderful.
This was a treat. But
and the fact that almost everybody in the actual arena was just killed if they didn't have
left at this point.
Right, exactly. It's just like, okay, performing for an audience of 10, Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. So you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.